Yes, top of the moment to you anywhere where you watch us from. I believe saying Nadi okay. I believe saying Nadi all right. I welcome now to Legal Matter. Legal Matter na program we be say we design or we web am to the talk about legal issues. So with me now the barrister himself, Barrister Tomi Vincent. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Emerson, thank you very much. Now well done for house. So welcome everybody with the house.
You really look good.
Thank you, Hassan.
But not like a lawyer this time around, like a politician.
Nah, no, we go shop. I will shop. You know what's up?
Okay, Barry, where are you taking us to?
Thank you, everybody. Now welcome again. This is our day. This is Legal Matta, and today we're just going to try to wrap up on the issue of the legal side of crisis management. What's in the crisis? The crisis is now when you have difficulty or danger, or when there is important decision you have to take. Maybe say all the things we need, they together as at that time. Crisis sometimes they cause setback, and sometimes it can cause you to also leap forward. And sometimes if it causes you make you just stay stagnated to where you did. But what will happen is everyone when you listen to me, you have to understand that the things will not always go the same way. Life now up and down, up and down. That's why for law we get time where we call crisis time, force majeure. We have force majeure, or act of God. Things like crisis, things that you don't even know sometimes. A natural disaster that can affect a contract, that can affect your performance. So in the recent times, what we happen say for Nigeria, we have gone through what we can call crisis time, and the thing continues. For almost 5 months, we were locked in. Nobody was doing much, and right now, many companies are finding the pinch and the age, and also after that, you see NSAS, the looting, and everything that goes into it. So it'll be like say, as one person there has to end one,
Another one, I would
enter
enter.
another one. And the impact of this, you might not even know it now until say probably from next year, December time, next year. Now you go know say this thing don't dig deep inside there. So the thing we say the legal side of it now you want to consider, and we don't consider. Say what you go do legally speaking when you don't enter this kind of situation. One of the things where I talk and I go repeat again, say whenever things like this happen, I beg think far. Hear me very well, though. Make you think far. Make you go far. Think far. Try as much as possible not to become panicky. Try as much as possible not to do things out of the urgency of the moment. For instance, no matter how they force you to give the money you owe, and you have the money, it better make you beg where make you do everything than for you to commit to give a dot check. It better, because you see, if you see they beg, if you see they do everything, and commit yourself into that, except say that money if you find them. If you fit find them, good enough. But if you no fit find them, no take how they put them, no because of the moment, the urgency of
the pressure.
Put yourself for another long time begin. So no panic. You see, don't happen, and this thing go there for a long. Not prayerfully say this thing go clear ground after a while, but for now, that's what you do. So because when the heat go dey on, nobody go dey reckon say na him pressurize you to give the check. The thing be say you give the check and the check bounce, you no get money there. Number two, where I wan talk, I don talk am before. Be say even as you dey do man no man, how I go put am, emotion, say, na my brother be this, na my sister be this. No forget, say, the law will take his own course. So, if you won't give somebody indulgence or if they receive indulgence, try as much as possible to put that in the context of law. An example where I don't give you time, they say, I get one of my clients long time ago, when we won't give him brother house, in cousin house, see me the cousin live for the house. And the intention was to help the cousin to get money together so that I can go and
start his own life.
Go and start life. So he called me, he called tell me, say, make I give that person the house. And make I do tenancy agreement. But where the place of money to pay day, make I say nil, no money paid. But now for 6 years, be the tenancy agreement for. Of course, the man no pay for 6 years. And say the thing when they don't shoot him for 6 years, instead of make the man use the money to do as he's supposed to do. After 6 years, when the man say he won't collect his ass back, probably can't start to. Can't take the man, can't take my client, go back to the village, say the man won't render him homeless for Lagos. Say he give him how I mean after 6 years, he say never get money. And funny enough, the man no collect that agreement from me, just when I hold the agreement. But that in cousin sign, he signed, two of them, but agreement, he just come and say to me, that agreement will be signed that time. Help me bring him, I need a copy of it. Now he take him to the village, come to say, look, now he be this. Now he be this. So, say 6 years ago, when I do, they do favor for this man. Now, bad thing I do, I tell him, say, I don't go take money for you for 6 years, and I don't take money for you for 6 years. So, what can happen now? So, the example I give you, say, when you they even do, okay, I indulge you, okay, things bad, things no bad. Oh, now so the economy day, okay, things crisis day. When now they enter that agreement, that indulgence, when they give yourself, put them in the context of law, so that tomorrow become like a lie. No be so. No. Put them black and white. The rent now 1 million, but because of COVID or because of this one, I indulge you. I don't ask you make you pay or make you pay everything, but make you pay 500. But no be say the rent be that too. Now because of this emergency, after this time we go resume
our usual duty.
Our usual duty. So no be say the rent when I give don't because sometimes you can use the indulgence has become the new normal. So make you know that very well. The third point I want to tell now, they say, because of what they happen now, try as much as possible. You won't ask for favor. No put yourself in a position whereby
in an unfavorable position, tight corner.
Thank you. Thank you. Because if you put yourself for that unfavorable corner, to remove yourself later, it could be difficult too.
And our people he talk say ati gba elede nyugba ati sanwo ti ko.
That's true.
When you want to collect loan, don't worry. Anything you want.
Exactly.
Even if you want my daughter, I give you.
Exactly.
But when time it comes,
exactly.
It will turn to the story of Antonio and Shiloh.
Because seriously, because you see pressure go there on you. People go to pull you here, and the thing go down enter you, so that you look for any way out.
Ease way out.
Way out. So just help me here to do.
I'll give you a pound of flesh.
And please, because there are some things you go put yourself into that no lawyer can remove you. Because the thing go down there too hook for you.
But they say you lawyers, no matter what we do, we always get lawyers to help us.
See, I will go and
because lawyer one shop now.
I'll go and talk English.
But you know the truth in your mind.
But you see, the judge, I mean, sometimes you even know the law that this is just like, let us push the limits. Let us push the limits.
Although dramas do occur inside that case, some funny drama feel occur.
No, but sometimes the worst way they just try to delay. Now to get time.
To buy time.
To buy time.
But you know, say the outcome.
Sometimes the outcome don't day, I mean, go buy, but just to buy time. So the time is to buy, to say,
maybe we could get some other evidences and everything.
No, I mean, sometimes you just do that. Okay, no, not even evidence. That to even give your client time to be able to move, and probably within that time he might have adjusted and things. And sometimes, probably for some mischievous reason, you might want to look at the loopholes, what have you.
Let's give it a 50-50 chance.
Yes. I remember.
Can we say now that that is why you lawyers say justice delayed is justice denied?
See, the point is that's why you have to understand that justice delayed, justice denied, and because it's a double-edged sword.
Yes. Now legal matter and we still do, and we try to be very careful simply because the law is a respecter of no one. The law is even a double-edged sword, like we're told those days back in school. Say the law said even they're ambiguous, meaning say where you think say I did very right, I must win the case. Just like the story of Shylock, it can end up favoring Antonio. That's why Barry they tell us we could be very, very careful. Don't let us be pressured because of the moment. Be it the lockdown, be the end-SARS thing. Do things in moderation. Barry, over to you, sir.
Right.
You say another point. We say if person won't go borrow, make it borrow with sense.
Of course, you have to borrow because, like I said, the pressure now is such that you go to think, say,
I want to pay house rent, I want to pay school fees.
So make you and you have to be very, very, very careful because all this. Anybody that wants to make money, like Shylock, like we said, this is the best time to make money because there are so many people
are under pressure.
Well, this is the best time. This is the best time. Because they can do anything to survive.
Do you know that of recent, the Barry, where you talk, where you know, like, I don't know, and I know that most of our people self go notice them. There are some people I see on the streets now, they wear black, they write debt recovery.
Of course.
Now they want to go carry maybe all these yaloja, we don't borrow money and everything. Meaning that there are a lot of loans with unreasonable interest.
Of course. Even sometimes is reasonable. It's just that the reality of the moment now.
Everybody wants to borrow.
Because let me even talk about, say, the people where they loot their shop. Where you know insure. And you don't collect loan.
Hey!
Are you going to tell the person where?
But it's the truth, they with me. This is super story. It's reality.
Are you going to tell the person where we say he to get money from somewhere? Now deposited money, input where give you loan. In they give the depositor about 3% or 5%. In they loan the money to you about 15%.
You know what your story?
Abi, now that difference, in they take do his own business to manage to pay rent too. Abi, so they give somebody 3% for, say, put the money
in
here.
the chop 12.
In the chop 12. In that 12, you go pay rent, you go pay everything. You can't give you, and you go see return the money to the owner. So you can't give you the money. Answers and hoodlums can't enter, can't carry it. You know one year story now. You know.
So the pressure when pressure that person, the person if you go commit himself anyhow, say so we need to be very careful.
Very careful. Because even you get one time where we say one of my people this soft loan on the phone loan to say collect loan for phone and they just but when they want to do the loan, they go say permission to access all your contacts. So they will give you the loan even just through your phone. But if you know if you default like this, they go send message to all your contacts you are owing. Because you have permission access.
Which they do them deliberately.
Of course.
To shame you.
To shame you. So those when they call you, say, what did happen? Why did they call me? Because so these are all the things that
and you know we have a very funny way of writing such message in this if it's Oyinbo will just put it straight.
Of course.
Somebody is owing, Mr. Williams is owing Kinika Nigeria Limited pay our money. But in this part of the world say,
no, because you cannot say you want to sue them for say they are defaming you for defamation. Because as at that point in time, you cannot sue them for defamation. It is what you have done that is there. So these are all the things that can jeopardize even your own well-being going forward. So that's why you have to understand what you're doing. You know, many of us don't understand these things because like for instance your phone, they just say, can I access your contact? Can I access this one? You say yes. Those are legal terms now.
And most of the things wey we dey do, once we just the English dey too much, we just go to agreement. Agree.
Those are legal terms.
And the agree now, we don't know, maybe you don't talk, say, all your contact, I have them.
Agree. So that's why you have to be very careful that you don't enter into...
Somebody, you get one thing where they do now, Barry.
Okay.
If person won't buy phone, so I don't know, they just start that thing. So a phone of 80,000 or 100,000, they will ask you to pay just 30,000. Then they go say make you submit 2 or 3 person name. Say maybe as guarantor, say you go pay finish. So you, in the course of that, maybe you default or you never.
Not them.
Then they will now call those people. I just hear my phone just ring. Say, hello, we are calling you for Guinea. I say yes, I don't buy phone. No. They say no, somebody wants to buy. That is the person of good, reputable character. I said reputable character is a subject of situation. I said the subject of the person called the one that said the way where they and if he talk, the answer where they give, because I don't know, maybe the person where won't buy phone, he dey near him. Make you not talk, say, so no trust me. I trust him, but I say even me myself, I don't know what I can do in some situation. Say, is the person a good person? I said good is relative.
Very, very relative.
Because,
to the best of my knowledge.
To the best, because can we give them the phone? I said at your own risk. Because you said it's your brother, I said I'm not denying that. And then when the person now begin the live, say, okay, you said, I said, the only question I want to ask before you end this call, I hope if the person did not pay,
you will not call me.
You will not call me. He said, no, but your number is among one of the... I said, remove my number with immediate alacrity. If the person is here, let him be. I said, remove my number because you won't do that kind of thing. Are you not even supposed to consult me first? As a brother. So now the phone company, he doesn't have any respect for me. So on that excuse, you call me. Your number me.
I agree. And that's why sentiment. I beg.
But most people will say yes.
Okay, our phone number is there if you want to call us though. You see, that's why sentiment. I like what Oyolodo said now. Please, even all of you would hear that example of Oyolodo. It will come with very soon, pressure from even people. We won't go to take loan. We go to ask
buy
you,
phone.
We won't buy something. We go come ask you to, I beg, stand guarantor, do this one. Different coloration.
And sir, the funniest part, the way they will ask you, they will not tell you are doing guarantor. They just show more. Show your dada.
You have to be very careful because when they say that when Guru how do you call them?
Number 4 Guru for
something like say for Igbo plan they say that adieba lokun aro rokun hen perch on the wire. No Yoruba okuko perch on wire.
Hey, Barry you be Igbo. Barry you be Igbo.
No stand. Okuko no stand. Ogini
maka ezioku. Onwo Igbo. Onwo Igbo. Hey, see Vivian, your uncle cannot speak Igbo again. You have to pay you red cock and spirits this morning before you go. Cock and spirits.
Anyway, so what I'm saying is that when these things happen, because when out of excitement, out of the need to help,
out of the word, there's one word you particularly use, the first word you use.
Sentiment.
Because they won't want to ask me, is Barry a bad person? And I will say no.
So be very careful because you have to understand crisis management. Don't put yourself into unnecessary crisis, or if you are in one, don't be desperate. Seek counsel. Seek proper counsel. And particularly not just proper legal counsel. Don't be desperate. Don't do affidavit that you don't even know why you are doing it. Don't sign documents that you cannot read very well.
But yesterday, sir, somebody want to buy motor. Say if person wey won't buy motor, you don't agree. And the person wey won't say don't agree. There's column for witness. So where we come sit down, the man come there, say, you just need somebody say, everybody they happy. This is say make just the third person we go sign. Say they go give him 2,000. Now one of my brother come stand and say, 2,000. Can you come sign last one? Oh yeah. I can't call him. I say, brother Lati. Or dear to quit. Say this remaining few days to the end of the year. Why do you want to go to prison? Because he didn't hear. He went to sign. He collected the 2,000. We take him enjoy. He said, I shop epic mama make a no lie. But we can't throw am as a matter of discussion there. Lekon, sorry sir, Lekon, good morning. Oh, network. This rain they do us wonder. We can't throw am as matter of discussion. Say some people talk say wait I talk na true. Some people say economy. But the way me I take reason and say what of if this fake is a stolen fake? Say if they drag people, say being just do witness, say I did it when they sell them. Say they go call them.
You know, people don't understand this very well because that's why I say make you understand them the way we're supposed to understand. Because some of the things we in the talk say it no matter.
Because no be in gamer too, and no be in
matter.
You know, just today the witness.
It matter because sometimes those witnesses when they talk, you know, you go talk because that's why for bank. Innocent, Oyo.
Innocent, how you dey?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Oyo is calm for now, sir.
What of Alaafin?
Alaafin is doing well,
Bankiku. So what do you have to say?
I'm calling so that I'll contribute to this discussion.
Please go ahead.
This management crisis. You know, one of the reasons why people are falling victim of all this something is poverty.
I agree with you.
Money.
I agree with you.
I
agree with you.
And now when you see a means, somebody wants to give you 10,000 and it says at the end of the day, maybe through the phone, you are going to pay like 13,000. You know, it's an avenue for you to collect the money and then you use it. Then to buy the innovation will settle it by fight or by anyhow. And that thing is not good at all.
I agree with you.
Now, a friend of mine collected loan in one of these sites. And when the day he collected the loan, I think the following day, he lost his job. Now, after losing his job now, to pay now becomes a problem. And then the company started sending me messages.
Of course.
In fact, the message said it's just to disgrace the person that took the loan.
Of course, I understand.
Please help us to contact Agbajao to pay off his debt. And up till now, the man has not been able to pay. And the worst part of it is that the interest is just piling up. The interest
I can imagine.
It's called compound interest. Compound interest.
Agbala interest.
Agbala interest.
Left for me, I would have wished everybody should discourage collecting those type of internet
loan.
No.
I agree.
Thank you very much, Lekon.
I agree totally. We cannot exhaust this topic, but I want to tell you that look, what Lekon has just said.
So, more can say eyewitness for people way back.
You have to be very careful, sir.
Don't be me get the money, sir.
You have to be very extremely careful. People have.
They will call me.
Of course, now you are a witness because you are a witness to what is happening.
Just the buying and selling.
Yes, you might not know, but at least even the little that you know, okay, I saw them when they bought, which can be okay to nail the two of them that actually there was a stolen good. And what
so, person if they police station because of that one.
They might just ask you questions. Not necessarily that you're a part of the transaction, but you might be needed for that clarification, just to know that it is true that they.
Even in court,
yeah, because see, you are not really a part of the party. You are just like you signed off. You help them to say that you saw that transaction.
Continue. Because by this thing, why they fear me? Once the thing done the near station done the near court na kirikiri. The next place na kirikiri.
Na correctional center.
Mo ti go. Come koja station, once kirikiri done the enter. The next place, just like he throw to London. Okay, thank you very much, Barry. We will be more careful because we need to stay careful.
Thank you very much, everyone.
The law is ambiguous.
God bless you.
Okay, bye.
God bless you.